welcome back to Cozy Discoveries. Today we're heading into the Goodwill bins to do a little treasure hunting. And you know, I had zero expectations, but somehow I walked out with the most amazing quilts, some home decor, and at the end, yep, we'll even get some free furniture. So grab something warm to sip on and let's dig in. I ran over to the linens area because I am looking for some quilts. And this is the first one that I saw just sitting right there on top of the pile. I am loving it. What do you think? And as I continued to dig through the bins, I could not believe that I found these gorgeous pinch pleat drapes, right? And they were made of linen and fully lined. And unfortunately, they were not tall enough for what I needed in my house, but I found 5 panels while I was there. What a wonderful find for someone. The next thing I found were these king size sheets, and they were brand new. They looked like they were an Amazon return, and boy, did they feel nice. They were 100% cotton. So I moved on to the next bin, and I thought, oh my gosh, this crocheted pillow looks so good, and I flipped it over, which I loved. Unfortunately, it was made of like synthetic yarn, so I left that behind as well. But I kept on digging to see what else I could find. And as I moved on to the very next bin, what was lying right there but these pillowcase covers? And I thought, oh, those are so sweet. Unfortunately, that one had a really big stain at the top. So with that, I left the linens area and moved on over to my favorite part, the home decor area. Now this long thing, this whole wall is like a sundry, which is where the home decor is. And so the very first thing that caught my eye was this basket. I'm wondering if I can just stain that. I do love the shape and I like the color. So I'm going to think about that and I'm going to put it in. And the other thing I saw was this little planter here. Oh. Very, very cute, right? Oh, I love that little planter card. And then this little, I'm going to see if I can get that screwed in. And as I continued just to kind of look through the top, I found this skinny cutting board. Now, I did get one last week, but the one this time had a lot of holes in it. So I decided to go ahead and leave that. But the little mug holder that was a spindle was really cute. And what I'm going to do is try and just walk that whole line and look on the top of the bins and see what I can find. Let me know if you see anything good that I missed. I'm always looking for greenery, but these were not my colors, so I left that behind. And as I moved on, I found this adorable wooden Triceratops dinosaur. But I don't have a young one anymore, so I kept on looking. And then I came across these really sweet Halloween planters, which I thought were cute, but I am looking for a pumpkin that I can actually make look like faux stone. And these were brand new placemats that were from Home Goods, all right there as well. I was was so excited to see this bread box. I definitely wanted one, but I could not find the lid. So I put it in my cart as I looked. And my intention was, because I never found the lid, was to put it back. But in God's perfect way, when I got home, I got a phone call, and it was someone who needed me to help them with some presents for their daughter-in-law. And it turns out that that bread box is going to be the perfect container for one of their gifts. So I was so glad that I brought that home. Then I looked over at the shoe area and I found this item folded up. So I unfolded it, and oh my gosh, it was a real cowhide. I cannot believe it. And I was asking my husband, what could we do with this? Where could we put it in our home? And he said, we don't have a place for it. So I had to let it go. But another sweet person came up to me and asked me if they could have it. So I know it's going to a good home. But I do have to say, I thought about that, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm sure you're saying you should have brought that home too. And as I made it to another bin, I found a small basket that had some of these little cardinals in it, and we have cardinals at our house, and so I wanted to get a couple of those, so I was just picking out the best ones, and I thought these jointed little teddy bears were adorable, and I know that I can do something with those at Christmas time too. So I ended up getting 2 birds and 2 of the bears. You just never know what you're going to find. Look at these brand new gnome cups in the packaging. I'm not a gnomes person, so I left them there for somebody else to find. Oh my goodness, they are taking away some of the home decor bins. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything and get ready for the new bins. This sweet lady just came up to me and asked me if I wanted these brand new picks. How exciting. Yes. Thank you so very much. And as I continued looking, I found some of this tarnished silver plated plate. So I was thinking about this one, but I decided against it. But I did pick up another one later. Here's $5. How fun. One thing I am always able to find are different kinds of storage containers. So if you're looking for those, the bins is a great place to look. Now this little tin did not have any markings on it, so I left it behind. But do you guys know, is that valuable or not? And then look, these are like brand new cutting boards. I can't believe that. These are even from the Food Network so that you don't cross-contaminate your food. And then I went over to the picture section where everything was $3.99, and I found this wintry scene. It is an original painting, and it really matches our snow village. So I asked my husband if this is something that he would like, and he said yes. So in the cart it went. And back to the bins I went because they were traded out, and I found this Christmas birdhouse, but it did look like it needed a lot of work. I was debating, should I get it or should I not? And in the end, I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave that for someone else. And as I moved it to the side, oh, I found yet another apple. So excited to find some more of this fruit, which definitely came home with me. And right next to that, I found a beautiful cutting board. And I'm going to be doing some updates in my kitchen, hopefully for next week, that I will be sharing. And I am going to use this in that update. Looked up, I noticed, oh my gosh, they had switched out the linens bins. So I went running over there, literally, because I spied this quilt. And then as I looked over, I saw another one. So I went and I grabbed this matte Lizzie cover as well. And I love it because it is light on one side and dark on the other side. And you can see I'm not even taking time to open them up. I am just looking for the quilted items to make sure I don't miss anything. And now that I am sure that I got what I could, I am opening up to take a deeper look at this quilt. Oh my gosh, is it not gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I can't believe that I found something this beautiful at the bins. And my house is filled with gray, so this gray matte Lizzie is just going to be perfect. I love that it is dark on one side and lighter on the other, which really makes that stitching pop. No sooner had I finished looking in the linens that they brought out the brand new home decor bins, and so everybody was flocking over there. So I took a look. I thought these cellophane bags were really awesome. However, they were very heavy, and since my bins goes by the weight, I decided to leave those behind. But as I move things out of the way, look, another silver plated tray. And this one is perfectly my style because it is more simple. Oh my gosh, that definitely came home with me. I've already got a DIY in mind for it. And as I went to the next bin, oh, I saw this vintage like cording, and it was all tangled up. So I need to put the camera down so I can detangle it. But I definitely took that home with me. And then I found this basket. And I love the square shape of it, and it matches some of the other baskets that I put in my pantry, but that liner was filthy. So I removed it, and I brought that basket home with me. What do you think? Should I take it home? And then we're just about ready to go. My husband found this car, and he loves old cars. Now he's showing me that the windshield was broken, but I told him take it home anyway. So he loves it. So now let's go ahead and look at the haul, and I'm going to focus on the things that I did not show already in the video, and this is one of them. Look at this amazing quilt. All of the items in the red squares are all hand stitched. Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. Last week I went to the Great Junk Hunt in Nashville, and I could not find a quilt that was under $125, and that was for one that was stained and torn up. Not a beautiful one like this. This one was going for about $250. Beautiful wood carved piece. And this was at the end. I highly recommend that you do an extra lap right before you leave to see if anything is sitting on the top. So I love that wood piece. I also got this wonderful book. This is on Robert Frost, and it's the whole poetry of him. And I love this neutral color and the beautiful, embossing in here. I also got this awesome teal distressed crate, and it's all nicked and everything, and so I'm not sure, I might just leave it the way it is and use it. And I got these trees. Now these are tin trees, and they have a little metal base as well, so I'm going to paint them and distress them, and I think they are going to be so gorgeous at Christmas time. And my husband found me all this burlap ribbon, and I found all this fruit. So 3 pears and 3 apples. I believe I showed you some, but look at those. And my husband found me this gorgeous cast iron hook. So this is really heavy, but what a gorgeous piece that is. Oh, I love it. And this which I showed, this trim even has these little antique bells on them. So I would love to hear what your favorite item was from the haul. Was it one of the quilts, or was it something else? And don't leave, because now we're on our way to go pick up some free furniture. We are all loaded up and now we are headed to pick up some free tables from Facebook Marketplace in Portland. It was raining, so I didn't get to take a picture of them as I picked them up, but this is what the top of it looks like. And I love the curved legs, and they are all iron. And so there were 2 of them. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you find tons of cozy discoveries too. I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day.